Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer. It is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today I wanted to put together a bit of a video doing some crafting. And what I want to do is use aberrant fossils to craft jewels. I've done this before, and it's something that can create some pretty damn impressive jewels. And one that I've had this league, this one hasn't sold yet, but it gives you a bit of a sense of what's possible. You've got 10%, 9 to 13% increased chaos damage, and 13 to 19% increased chaos damage, and you've got that 3 to 4% chaos damage over time multiplier, all of which are on the same item together. And then in addition, you've got the increased attack speed with daggers, which is unlikely to work for anyone. I've priced it high on the off chance that someone actually needs all of those mods, can actually benefit from, say a poison build that deals primarily chaos base damage. They could gain a lot from that jewel. And so it's perfect for one particular type of build. That's at the upper end, but I wanted to go through some of the process that I use. Now, the first thing I've done is I've bought a lot of aberrant fossils. I've been able to buy these in bulk for 1 chaos orb each at the moment. The last batch that I bought did cost a bit more than that, but they seem to have dropped a little bit over time. And so I've laid out a lot of single socket resonators, which is a pain in the ass to do. And now I'm just going to socket them all with a aberrant fossil, and then I'm going to start hitting all of these already scoured jewels. You'll notice that I've got Cobalt and I've got Viridian jewels there, and I don't have any of the Crimson jewels. The reason for that, Crimson jewels focus on, in terms of the mods that they can roll, on dealing damage with melee hits. Cobalt jewels focus on spellcasting, and Viridian jewels tend to focus a lot on damage over time. This means that there's simply more synergy between Cobalt jewels and Viridian jewels with the chaos damage mods. So let's just hit these. First up, we have something that is serviceable. We've got a lot of projectile and chaos damage there. That's a lot of damage. It's a 3 module. It's good enough. I'm not rolling over it. Here we've got something that's got a bunch of things related to shields, poison, chaos damage. There's not enough synergy there, so I'm going to scour that one and try again. Chaos damage and then things that just don't synergize with it again. So there's the 2 chaos damage rolls that you can get. This one has both, so I'll demonstrate it. You've got the chaotic prefix, which is a pretty rare prefix normally, but it's made 10 times as likely to roll because we've got we're using an aberrant fossil. And you've got the underground suffix, which is a aberrant fossil exclusive mod and is a pretty common roll. Then that one happened to hit archery. Let's have a look here. Chaos damage over time multiplier is the best individual roll you can get for chaos damage builds usually. However, it comes with absolutely nothing. I'll end up scouring that, but I'm just going to move on to a Viridian. And absolutely no synergy there. We've got freezes, we've got chance to block, and we've got some more crap. It's just, that one, why have I got one that's not rare? Fire damage and cast speed, I don't want those mods. So let's just scour all of those that I said I was going to scour. Chaos damage, crit multiplier. Chaos damage and crit multi don't usually go together very well. However, I'm inclined to keep this one, and the reason for that is treat this as a 3-prop jewel that does not have the increased chaos damage, and this is actually pretty solid looking. 16% spell damage with a shield. Yeah, some people use shields. Crit multi, 6% increased energy shield. That's a keeper. It's not a big dollars jewel, but it's probably sellable. I'm going to throw up my 25C tab. What do we got here? We've got a single chaos damage mod, and everything else is rubbish, so that one's going away. This is Wands, Poison, Chaos, Global Physical. There was a time when this would have sold. There was a time when this actually would have been a really, really good jewel. However, physical damage and Wands and Poison no longer really go together at all. Just on the off chance that some hipster is playing a build that was really good back in like 8 or 10 leagues ago, I'm hesitant to roll over it just because it has something okay on it. Or something that has historically been okay. That one there is rubbish, and in fact, I don't know, did I just roll that, or was that already, or did I forget to scour it first? 26% damage is not enough, and it's got, yeah, just a block mod. The block mods are really bad. That has nothing on it of note at all. Really easy one to say. This one here, spell damage, chaos damage, projectile damage. If you were to be, this is a 3-prop jewel that's pure damage and that might just work for someone. I'm going to stick it in the middle tier items as a maybe sellable, and then have another look. Spell damage of this, no, that's just trash tier. Mine damage, chaos damage. Chaos and mines tend not to go well together. Critical strikes tend not to go well with chaos. And that despite being a 4-prop duel, that one's going in the pile to be scoured. It unfortunately just has some powerful mods, but it has no synergy on it. Pure defense there. Most people want quite a bit of offense on their duels. Okay, we have chaos damage, poison. It's only 2 damage mods. They don't go all that well together, and block mods are, again, they're just bad. Fire damage, cold damage, no synergy between the mods, so that one's going away. You'll notice I can't roll lightning mods. That's an effect of the Aberrant fossils. Attack speed, trap throw speed, area damage, just not quite good enough. Global fizz damage, chaos damage over time, multi, no. Again, it's just 4 mods that point at opposite purposes. Attack damage with a shield, attacking cast speed, and chaos damage. This wouldn't be terrible if someone is making an attack build that uses shields and scales chaos damage. I'm not aware of any of those in the meta at the moment, and I just don't think it's quite there. It's sort of close, but I'm just not going to quite go with it. Trap damage, cast speed while holding a shield, crit multi, and projectile speed. Again, I can't quite see that being ideal for anyone, so I'm going to scour all of these. And once they're all purged, then we're going to repeat again. At this point, we're nearly out of the pre-prepared resonators, so then we'll be looking at preparing some more. Cast damage, cast speed while dual wielding, minion damage, nothing. Again, that's all the mods are at cross purposes. Chaos damage, increased energy shield, and I tend to like these ones that have increased energy shield and increased energy shield recharge. Because it's only got 1 damage mod on it, I don't think it's outstanding, but that's going to be sellable. That one, on the other hand, is not. Again, just no power and no real synergy either. Okay, here we have total and utter garbage again. Just a lot of weak mods. 8% increased attack speed with daggers is a strong mod if someone is making dagger attacks, but that's pretty rare. Chaos damage is nice, having the double up, but stun duration is trash tier, so for that reason, that is a fail as well. And now we're stuck with using, out of alchemical resonators, and it's always easier to use chaotic anyway. They're just a little bit more expensive, so now we're going to go and continue the process using the chaotic resonators. Chaos damage, energy shield recharge. We got burning damage again, which just has no synergy, fortunately. This has no synergy again, so it's an easy rollover. Trap damage, chaos damage, and increased energy shield recharge rate, no synergy. No synergy again. This is getting really easy to just throw these ones away. Mine throwing speed, chaos damage, and minions. So minions have no synergy. You could conceivably have a build that used mines and chaos damage, but I don't see it. That's just trash tier. And one more to finish it off. We've got cold damage over time multiplier with chaos damage. I get that occasionally. It's always disappointing. So what do we have so far? Well, we've got another 10 actually. Let's just let's make the last 10 attempts. We've got 5 ready to go. It's so icky separating these resonators. I wish there was a better way to do it, but there isn't. So it'd be really nice if there was an alternative to control clicking them that put them from your inventory into your stash, but put them there in as a single one. It's a bit clunky, all of the work you need to do with these. So we've got 10 ready, and let's fire them away. In terms of the stats, because these have come up a couple of times, strength and intelligence mods here. These are a little bit better than people give them credit for. And in fact, I think this item is far from great, but it might just... I'm going to throw it in a 25C tab in case someone needs the strength in it desperately and is scaling both mana and cold damage over time. If that's the case, it's a bit of a niche, but I think they'd be more than happy to pick that up for 25C. Okay, that's just trash. Cold and Chaos have no synergy, attack speed. Again, we're looking there at a damage with 200 weapons is just, and totem life have no synergy. Chaos damage over time multiplier, very strong mod, but has no synergy with the rest of that item. Chaos damage, projectile damage, and weapon damage while dual wielding. This would work with Spectral Throw that was scaling chaos damage, which is just super, super, super niche, but I'm just going to keep it aside in case someone wants it. That, however, is not going to work for anyone. Fire damage over time multiplier. Again, this is one of those ones that's got 1 damage mod and a bunch of mana stats. I'm just going to keep it aside. It's probably not too good to roll over, but it just might be exactly what someone needs. That, on the other hand, is not going to be exactly what anyone needs. No synergy between the mods. Chaos damage and mind throwing speed. Chaos speed doesn't synergize with mind throwing speed, and really doesn't synergize with chaos damage either, so no. 4 props, but it just isn't there. Trap damage, chaos damage. This has got energy shield on it. It's got trap and chaos. This is solid for someone that's playing some sort of hipster trap build that deals chaos damage. I'm going to keep it even though it's got that unpleasant knockback mod on it, which is completely useless. Anyways, that should give a bit of a sense as to what I try to do when I'm going through and crafting jewels. You'll notice I've got a lot of mediocre ones. One that is good for a super hipster build that doesn't really exist anymore, but that someone might still happen to play. And then a bunch of others that were not worth keeping. It is a numbers game, but it is my experience that getting the really big hits, which is the 2 chaos mods plus chaos damage over time multiplier, does happen. And I have had, not in this league, but in a previous league, I've had double chaos damage and chaos damage over time and energy shield all on one jewel. And that's the sort of thing that if you can hit that, you're looking at selling it for a hell of a lot. Got any comments or questions, fire away below. Otherwise, I'll leave it there. I hope you have a good one.